Good afternoon, Team ISD. Happy Friday. Before I wish you well for the holidays that are approaching, as well as the end of our calendar year here in the U.S., just a couple of things to point out to highlight the week. We were fortunate on Monday to be joined by a number of the national societies that deployed to support our disaster responses here domestically for hurricanes Harvey, Maria, and Irma. And fortunate to have the Danish, the Costa Ricans, we had the Colombians, Mexicans, as well as the IFRC partners that were part of that response, as well as our domestic colleague Ann Palmer, and really looking at some of the key highlights around how the deployments took place and lessons learned that can enhance future coordination roles when we do receive assistance from within our movement. I thought the themes were very timely given our continued discussion around the North American Humanitarian Response Summit and some of the themes that touch around international disaster response law. So huge kudos to the response team for pulling that together. I thought it was very informative and encouraged by a lot of the takeaways to help improve our coordination mechanisms during our responses. Also, just want to give a big shout out to Aaron Anderson, who's finishing up his deployment as our shelter and construction delegate. Had a chance to talk with Aaron before he's finishing up his mission next week in the Philippines. And really tremendous projects that have been ongoing under his leadership and the entire delegation in the Philippines as they work towards continued programming on our recovery operation there. And then last but not least, real highlight, we were able to arrange, thanks to Mark Tannenbaum, a embassy visit with the Colombian embassy here in DC, and it's part of our ongoing efforts to make connections with each of our priority countries' embassies here in the DC area. And David Meltzer, Mark Tannenbaum, and I were able to meet with the ambassador and two of his staff members to highlight the programs that Roberto's team and the team in Colombia have been working so closely with the Colombian Red Cross on. Great takeaways that will be continued with additional embassy visits into the calendar year that is quickly approaching. And just want to say thank you to everybody. I'll send one more message out before the end of the calendar year, but hopefully it will trigger a lot of out-of-office responses. I just am humbled to continue to be part of this team and to see the amazing work that takes place on a daily basis. So safe travels if you're traveling. If you're not, enjoy time with family and friends, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Take care.